Can I get a chance to speak? I know I'm wrong, but can't you put down the keys? See, I don't know exactly who you've been talking to.
Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, welcome to another episode of the Hard Pause Podcast. We are here at episode 79. We're approaching that 100th episode quickly. We missed a couple of episodes due to, personal situations we had to take care of with, family and holidays and all that. But hey, you guys that are coming back to join us, I appreciate you. In the background, we got Bando. That's by our cousin Shawn Silver. All the music that's played in the podcast, you can find the links in the description on Facebook, YouTube. Can't do it on Instagram. So, you know what? I think I was supposed to redo that key on Instagram because I did refresh the whole browser. So, we good. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Before we started going live, we was about to get into the Diddy shit, so we might as well start with that.
Started off with old Diddy.
Now this is my conflict with it. Like I told you before, like nigga, this shit. What did he do?
Only thing I seen so far that I that was wild was that hotel situation, and that's past the statute of limitations. They can't even get him for that.
He's not. That's what I'm saying. He's not even charged with no kind of domestic nothing. They should have got him for that instead of, I don't know, y'all.
They can't. The statute of limitations gone. So
I'm saying back then because they knew about it already. The hotel and them knew about it because they had the tape. So people knew about it. They could have got him back then. Now this is my issue. Allegedly, right? This is my issue, right? This is my issue. Do all this shit. This shit is more embarrassing for Cassie.
Yeah,
Cassie. It seemed like Cassie the one doing all the initiating of shit. She had a freak off by herself when he wasn't even there.
I mean, that was his ride or die freak partner. You know what I'm saying? They was together for years doing weird shit. The only thing that did throw me off. This is not nothing to do with any guiltiness. It's just downright nasty. Charlamagne and them was talking about. Cassie said that he would take after he would hire the male escorts to deal with her. He would take the man goo and rub it on his nipples.
Yeah, on his nipples. But see, this the crazy shit, right? See, this nigga Diddy a real live weird, smart weird nigga. Because if you notice through all this shit, that's like the gayest shit that we seen him do outside of the time where the exotic dancer said he performed for two people with like some cloak shit on, like he didn't know who it was. He found out who it was later. You ain't see the testimony of the exotic dancer, the nigga they call the Punisher. That's his name. I think his name was the Punisher. I think it's some shit like that. Some exotic dancer. He said he performed for two people, but he couldn't tell who they was, like because I guess they was fully covered type shit. Yeah. He said he found out it was Cassie and Diddy type shit.
Man, well, Diddy was bringing in dudes to bust Cassie's back out too. So,
you see how they put the shit up there little now? It's little.
Well, that's for everyone to see. I can see it on the side. Say, you ever see the woman hit the edge of a bathtub and sneeze and look like a box of Milk Duds exploded behind her?
Oh, nigga, that's mad descriptive.
You're talking about explosive intestinal urgent explosive situations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but with the Cassie shit, she's getting more embarrassed. This is more embarrassing for her.
And put her personal business out. That shit that was the public was never meant to hear about their intimate sexual stuff.
I'm gonna throw a conspiracy out there that my cousin, our cousin, he like 70. He said this, and when he said it, I didn't even think about it till he said it. He said the dude Cassie married to, he said he running a play, dog. Oh, he said he gonna end up with the bread because the whole and then when I thought about it, I said you might be right because when I heard the part about Cassie FaceTime him while she was having sex with Diddy, I'm like, so he knew what's up.
He know what he was getting into.
Know what's up, so he might be running a play. And if you really start using your brain, it's starting to look like he the one that sent her to go get that money from Diddy in the first place.
You know what? That does make sense.
That's
That's
what I'm
more
saying.
logical.
So now, if that shit pan out how I'm saying it's gonna pan out, how my cousin said, that's gonna be some crazy shit. That nigga, it looked like he running a play to me. Like when my cousin
Ew.
said that, I started thinking, I was like, yeah, it kind of do look like that.
Our boy is a little bit of a financial manipulative genius.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, we gonna get this bread. We gonna get this
He
bag.
running a play. Yeah, he said it looked like a play. Like he
But
said,
you know,
why else would he like the dude just putting up with this humiliation? Like, why is you putting up with that?
it's just personal shit, and some people they enjoy that type of situation. They enjoy. He said,
Right.
"Topic. Anyone hear about how they lost the Annabelle doll after it left the New Orleans? That plantation caught fire, and there was a jailbreak. So whoever finds Annabelle is gonna be." It's going to be an interesting day. Yeah, I did hear about the Annabelle shit. I didn't know the bitch was going on tour. They were taking her around to visit places. The haunted doll.
It's some strange. You know, the bitch was here. Like you know, the people that was here. Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Here.
They from here, but they got a house in Monroe. So they
Mhm.
steps they son-in-law, which is a guy, I forgot his name. I'm following the YouTube channel. He's the one that runs like I guess the museum, and he has all the stuff in his possession, him and his wife, which is their daughter. So
Yeah,
he the
because
one that lost
both
it,
them have passed a while ago.
but if we could go down the rabbit hole. Look, it been a lot of strange shit happening. Plantations burning down. What's that? Confederate museum? A Confederate museum. A tree fell on it mysteriously.
Wow.
A lot of races. A lot of niggas just been popping up with cancer. Joe Biden. A cartoonist said something. A cartoonist. Look, a cartoonist. I forgot his name. It's a dude. A cartoonist, like a famous cartoonist, said something crazy about black people. 2 weeks later, I got prostate cancer and it's aggressive.
Wow. Yo, he
Said he
said,
got
yeah.
months to live.
They said the last thing Ed and Lorraine said was not to move that dial. So whoever moved it is playing with fire.
That's the son-in-law. The
They
son-in-law.
money grab, make money. They just trying to make some money.
Mm-hmm. I just seen a video that somebody said that dog might be possessed with an African spirit
It could be, especially with the like
from the
years
slave
of
times.
the slave port. They said even at the slave ports, there's a lot of like you could feel the dread when you go in there.
Mm-hmm.
Remember years ago, Isaac Hayes went on a tour at some of them slave ports, and there was ladies that went in there and started screaming and crying and shit. They could feel the sadness and the dread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Mariam.
usually like that when you go anywhere where it's a lot of people that die. Because even when 9/11 happened, like when they cleaned the shit, I had went up there. Like I went and you like soon as man, what the fuck? Where that shit at, man? I had went up there, right? And it and you could just feel that shit all around, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
So
know,
it
with
was
me,
crazy.
I don't like. I mean, I have normal human empathy, but I do believe in bad energy because when I'm around like negative people, even if I'm not connected to the negativity, after a while, it just kind of weighs down on you. It just gets real annoying and aggravating being around people like that. I'm not even talking about the death thing. I'm talking about just people in general that are really negative and combative and just bring a fucking vibe to the situation. It can start weighing on you, even if you got nothing to do with the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I always been that way. I like to because I don't really try to take on people suffering. Like if you my homie and you need to have a conversation about some bad shit you're going through, I'm down to listen to you, but I'm not gonna take on your suffering. I feel empathetic towards you, but I'm not gonna like really truly grab your suffering and make it my own. But there's a lot of people that do that, like
Yeah, a lot of empath. They call
empath.
them empaths. Yeah,
You're
feel other
they
people.
feel your pain.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a kind of a talent. They're meant to be nurturing people, but they definitely not meant to be psychologists or psychiatrists.
yeah, and they gotta be careful who they
You
let around them too. Like
yes, yes,
'cause people will steal your energy type
yeah.
shit.
That's
You
how I
gotta
feel like
be
with my baby sister. April's like that. She's an empath. See if she genuinely feels your pain for you. That's why I don't call her with no bad news. I call her only with happy shit.
Mm-hmm. That should be sticking on them people, like,
because she's such a caring, nurturing person. She gonna feel that pain. I'd rather her feel when I'm happy. Once you feel this happiness, I'm gonna share that shit with you. Mm-hmm. Take these good vibes.
Word. Yeah, but the Diddy shit, right? With the, I don't know, man. This case looking weird. I'm still trying to figure out what, like they said, how he get a RICO and it's just him.
Yo, Dave Chappelle said that in one of his bits. He was like, "This man's in an incredibly large amount of trouble. He's in a RICO case with just him. It's an exorbitant amount of trouble."
That Diddy shit is bizarre, and I get it. People don't like him. I get it. Diddy is a slime ball. He's a weird, freaky dude. We all agree on that. Diddy's a weird, freaky dude.
But being a freak ain't illegal.
But none of that shit that he did outside of him putting his hands on Cassie, he and blowing up Kid Cudi car and all that shit, the vandalism.
He did that, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Kid Cudi said.
That's the word I heard. Yeah, but
but that's vandalism, nigga. That ain't like, you feel what I'm saying?
He said all the negative girls out there. I asked the chick what her favorite fruit was just to break the ice and holler at her, and this bitch said Apple Pay.
That's hilarious. I respect it. That's clever though. I respect it. I respect the pun though, for real. Like, that's clever.
Well, I love Apple Pay.
Yeah, that's clever.
Apple Pay is fire, man. I love that shit.
I love all that shit. The Apple, Apple Pay better than, because you could send a motherfucker money through a text.
You know, that's like they had when for Julie's graduation, they had the ex-wife had her little baby girl up here, and they had a friend that was babysitting her, and then she wanted to leave her money to order food. And I said, listen, you can order from everywhere. So she sent her $20. I said, you might want to give him a little more than $20. I mean, if she's just doing Mickey D's, $20 will be fine. Mm-hmm. So I gave him more money, and I just sent it through the Apple Pay. May said, you can send it to me. I said, nah, we can send it directly to her. There don't need to be no third party. She's right here.
You're regulating this shit. You send it right to him. Like.
Just right to her. I probably sent a little too much because it was my little stash, because I be using the card regularly. So I get that Apple Cash that builds up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it builds up. It be building up nice, especially when you use it to pay bills.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, I don't know, man. I this Diddy shit tricky, because with the I don't see how he catch a RICO by himself. I don't like. I'm still waiting. It been like a week, and I still ain't hear what this nigga did, like this trafficking and all. He ain't ordered one bitch yet.
You know, and they're talking about weird freak. I said, what does all this nipple play and threesomes and sex circles have to do with anything?
Bro, I swear to God, if I didn't know no better, if I did not know no better, this looked like a humiliation ritual. If I didn't know no better,
I think you might be right though,
dog. Because this shit don't make no sense. I'm sitting there waiting. It's like they just talking all this freaky stuff, like this in the closet stuff that none of us should know about.
And you know, it's
funny, all bedroom stuff. Like
in my head, they probably had a prosecutor, probably have a whole team of motherfuckers that just be stroking their meat, listening to the stories. What else you do? What you do after that?
I'm still trying to figure out, like, Kid Cudi this is the thing, right? It's just making Cassie look crazy. Because Cassie saying she sued because she said he was abusing her and she couldn't get away and he was controlling her, but you was cheating on him, and then you still was you was going back to him. You had all the opportunity to leave you could have left several different times. You cheated on Ryan Leslie to go with Puffy. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
like you just out here wilding, like out.
And you know, I think they said one of the things that crushed Cassie was Diddy replaced her with a younger chick.
So what?
So you know, it's woman scorn. They said Biggie said Biggie's eyes were crooked because he had to have one eye on Diddy. With new information shows that Biggie was not actually cockeyed. He was just keeping one eye on Diddy.
Yeah, I just Diddy a freak nasty nigga. We get it, but I'm waiting for the crime.
He said, I can't
Now
even
this the
buy
thing.
baby
This the
oil.
thing. Like I said, if Diddy lose, this is about to fuck all you Instagram hoes that be getting flued out and niggas
Y'all,
be
it's gonna be
tricking
a
on
wrap.
y'all. This is about to wrap all that shit up.
It's
Cause
rap.
y'all coming, what's happening is y'all fucking the game up for y'all. Cause now niggas ain't gonna do it. Even if you, or I keep it to myself. Yeah, today, but I don't need you coming back 20 years from now talking about you need 15 million. Cause you did some freaky stuff that you don't agree with today. Back then, like that's what's happening.
You know, I didn't want to do it. I was okay with it for late, but then he made me lick his douche under duress. What's that?
I'm not gonna lie. Before all of this, right?
Uh-huh.
Before all of this, we Cassie had an angel image.
Yes, innocent, nice girl. Yeah.
Yep, you had an angel image. You looking like a filthy, downtrodden fiend girl. That's what she looked like now. Like she was just out here getting high, freaking off with everybody. Like,
Yeah. But
and Diddy was just watching, doing a whole bunch of watching.
Yo, what's up? Miss Nugs in the building. Oh, she rolling in from Twitch. Shout out.
Hell
My
no,
fellow entertainer.
90X waiver for real quick. For real.
Yo, that's what I said. If I had that bread, would it be a fucking a confidential clause? And we film in every session. You're gonna know it's being filmed.
This the thing though. They don't even care about that. These hoes, you could do all that and still they getting around it. They talking, they signing 9 NDAs and still running their mouth and nothing happening. Yeah, that shit ain't.
These dudes got to be petty like Chris and 50. They went back after people that did goofy shit. Like Chris Brown, he won a lawsuit against a girl that did false allegations against.
That's how you got to do that shit. Bro.
And now he hasn't really been in the news really because he just be home.
Just got out of jail.
What
you talking about?
What was he in jail?
I don't know. They said somebody assaulted somebody over there in the UK or some shit.
Like, and he got hemmed up behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll do that. That don't even
I'm
mean.
Guessing they saying it though, but they saying he did it. He assaulted somebody, but I'm guessing it's probably somebody in his entourage, and you know how that shit. Chris Brown and them beat me, and then they just arrest Chris Brown. That's what I'm guessing it is.
In the
I don't
UK,
think that nigga that stupid. Like,
no, in the UK, you can get locked up for putting for internet posts. You can get locked up for saying crazy shit on Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, I have no interest in going to the UK.
I'll go to visit, see some people, but I ain't trying to stay there.
Even to visit, I'm like, the weather's not good. I have no that's like, huh? I have no interest in going over there. Like, it's like a fake America for real.
There's a couple of places I wouldn't mind going back to. Portugal. Portugal was cool. Amsterdam was cool. I definitely want
maybe. Amsterdam, maybe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's for the weed, for the smoking shit like that. But
I couldn't even smoke while I was there, and I always had fun still. Because they, we would start. There's a whole stream of pubs, and we start at one pub, and there's no open bottle law. So you grab a beer in one pub, walk out drinking it, put it in the garbage, grab another beer from another pub.
Wide open out there. Yeah,
and you don't see not one piece of trash on the ground. They keep it clean. Everybody throws their shit where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, Amsterdam like a place I wouldn't mind visiting for real. Italy, maybe Greece.
Italy. Italians were assholes in the immigration. Like I didn't spend much time there, but they were like the people I met at the airport were kind of rude and snooty.
I think I more so want to go to Greece than Italy.
I'll go visit Greece too
because I heard the food is fire over there.
I got a homeboy of mine. He's Greek, and it's crazy.
They can cook.
His mom used to cook us some good shit when we used to go visit.
I swear to God, Greek food is fire. Nigga, Greeks could cook. I ain't lying. Like,
yo, Chris says they need to investigate Omarion, especially after that touch song.
I'm crying.
What's he touching? The fuck?
Shit, Diddy might have had something to do with that song too. Look nasty nigga.
Dude, they were talking about even Kells, man. Like Kells made some bangers. I haven't written off his music. I still listen to it.
Nah, you can't. You gotta listen to Kells, but the thing is, the lyrics is strange now.
Oh, now, yeah, because you know how freaky
the lyrics. Yeah, the lyrics is the lyric. A lot of time we extra hear the lyrics now. Now you can hear I can hear the sick nigga in them now. Like I ain't lying. I could. I fuck with Kells. Kells needed help though. Because Kells was getting abused
as a child. Yeah,
he can't read and write. That nigga need help too. Like
Yeah.
But yeah, Kel.
Hopefully he getting the mental health help while he in prison. So
I heard he in there making mad music.
I hope so, because we shouldn't go without that talent.
Yeah.
James Brown was crazy too. Imagine R&B without that dude. He was an innovator.
Shit, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Johnny Hathaway was out there.
The nigga Teddy
He wasn't doing 50
Pendergrass got
stuff.
caught. He got caught with a transsexual.
Yeah, that's what that was appropriate. Shoot, even I ain't gonna bring that up on. Never mind. But yeah, but I'm talking about like mental health wise, because a lot of people struggle with it and they do stupid shit.
Man,
You know, like rest in peace, Donny Hathaway. He had they said he was mad, like schizophrenic, paranoid.
Most of them
really
musical geniuses be crazy as fuck. Most of them, when you start going into they background, them niggas be having dark histories. Like they be dark, crazy shit.
It says out of light, there comes darkness. So people that are able to create these masterpieces, and even the comedians, they said the greatest comedians had a really dark side. They've dealt with a lot of
them. A lot of them, if you watch it right, a lot of them comedians, when you watch their interviews, the real funny ones, a lot of them, they interviews be dark. They don't even be funny. You feel what I'm saying? When you start getting into like their life and shit, like that should be a lot of them should be real dark. Like even Cat, you start listening to Cat life and all that shit, nigga. You ran away when you was like that shit he was telling Shannon.
Yeah.
Even if it was true, even though you said you was real smart, he was down there on his own since he was a kid, a preteen. Like
you know what gets me? Like Cat Williams' comedic persona is nothing like the man himself. That is a complete act. His voice is deep. He don't talk like this. He doesn't. It's just all the act.
It's exaggerated.
Yes.
It's not. It's him, but it's exaggerated. Like, yeah, it's exaggerated.
His normal speaking voice. My favorite interview, one of my favorite Cat Williams interviews, when he did it with Larry King, because it was the first time you got a glimpse of the intelligence of the man.
Yeah,
and how he answered. Yeah, even how
most comedians, I'm telling you, them niggas is smart and they got a dark ass history. Like I'm telling you, it's some dark ass shit in their history. Most of them, you know, like I said, the funniest shit come out of truth, man. We laugh at funny shit if we survive it.
Yo, observational. Like I was talking about situations in my life that wasn't funny at the time, but now I can laugh at them.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You survive some shit, you'll laugh at it.
Yeah,
if you get through it, sometimes the funniest shit be some dangerous shit. Once you make it through, you be like, nigga, I was scared as fuck. Just laughing how scared you was. Like,
yeah, I remember there was a situation where I forgot it was me, Jack, and TJ. We were somewhere, and they started shooting down the Ave, and bullets. You could feel the bullets whizzing by and shit. And motherfuckers ran. And Jack and TJ was stuck in a situation like this more times than me. Man, they dropped pants. Everyone dropped their pants, start taking their shirts off to make sure they wasn't hit. And after everything was done, then we started laughing.
Right. That's when you know you straight. That's what I'm saying. When you know you straight, you laugh.
Or when we were sitting in front of Braxton's clothing store, it was the day of the Rodney King joint. I was sitting out there with Mike that used to work at Braxton's. Remember light-skinned Mike? I'll be sure looking nigga. I hope he's doing all right. Shout out to Mike. Man, we was sitting there and the dude across the street, they came and they started shooting it up. The only thing that saved us was the wooden pole. Yo, shout out Miss Nugs. What up was that? Just the big facts. Hey. Okay. Oh yeah, the big facts did show up. I was saying, why isn't that big fact showing up? Hey, thank you for dropping in. I'm gonna kidnap you one of these days for a couple of episodes. We're gonna talk about different things and different professions and the internet grind, because I know she's actually been in the works of doing a podcast herself. I'm not gonna.
Oh, that's good shit.
Please kidnap me. Yeah, because she's funny. She's easy to talk to too. So yeah, I'll chit chat with you. I'll introduce you to Brodem one of these days. He don't really mess with Discord too much, but he got an account.
I gotta learn I gotta figure that weird shit out.
It's easy once you play with it, man.
Because I see a lot of people be using that shit. Like,
do you have it on your Mac?
Nah, I don't. I got easily downloaded though.
Yeah. I put it on my Mac. I keep it on my phones. I keep it on my iPad. It's like Reddit with style. That's what I said. It's like it's because it's got like text chats, then it has video chats and audio. Like the audio video is the same. You don't have to turn your camera on. You could just do the audio. But then we turn the video on. We used to have, she said kinda. And then you could also share. Like I do memes. I got multiple servers I'm in where I throw the memes I collect down. Yeah, it's got everything. And honestly too, like it's becoming more and more popular. That's one of the reasons that I couldn't play and share Spotify. If I play it from the Spotify app, it kept pausing. Someone told me a way around that. But they're gonna figure out a way to mess with that too, because they've been struggling. They was messing it up. Also, we just watch shows and shit together a lot. Oh, I still gotta play that show we were watching for you. I'll try to catch you tonight before I pass out. I still got a bunch of shit to move. I'm actually finally breaking down. I might take this whole bitch apart and move it to the office.
Well, nigga, I'm telling you when I'm coming, nigga. The 4th of July week, that week.
All right, we'll be ready. We'll be ready.
It'll be like a Saturday. I'll shoot down there real quick, type shit. It ain't gonna take all 6 hours, right?
I have to delete mine. Too many people talking shit with my ACD and clearing notifications, bro. Like every 2 dude. Chris, you didn't have to delete it. Turn the fucking notifications off. All it takes is just a quick notification. I turn notifications
just turn off. That shit off. Yeah, just turn the sound off and the badges, all that shit off. Yeah. That should have had your shit 3,000 notifications.
Oh, for real. Like with my shit, like I turned on one of my notifications. I turned on my Twitch notification. It'd be fucking blowing up, but I only do the banners. I don't do no noises, no sounds. It's because I want to catch sometime when some of my friends are streaming on Twitch. I do want to be notified. So when I see it, I scroll through, clear them all out if I don't see none of my homies. But yeah, I would have never been able to have the MM app on my phone, bro. I would have thousands of notifications. I follow 7,000 people on that app.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Notifications sometimes give me agita. I can't like. I swear I can't. That shit just drive me crazy. Like even if I see like the badges, like and it got too many shits. It just drive. I gotta clear them shits. It drive me fucking nuts.
Yeah, I clear
that shit. Drive it's too sloppy. Drive me. That shit drive me crazy for real. Like
you probably don't have your desktop too. You like to keep your desktop in order. My shit used to look crazy.
I remember Pop shit used to look kind of crazy too. Like he had mad shit on his desktop.
See now it's not as bad. Hold up. Now it's not
as bad. That's neat. That's neat.
Yeah, but it was like bad.
Nigga, I don't got none of that shit. I got probably 2 rows of shit.
When I was streaming and everything, these were all apps I was using, and then I threw all my gaming icons into the desktop folder. I threw most of the launchers into the desktop folder, and I only kept the games out that I was actually using. So I had to clear it up, and then I got the pics folder. Oh, there's my taxes. I probably should delete that. That's an old one from 2019.
I've been meaning to ask you not to change the subject, right? What you think about that that Trump shit where he pretending like the white South Africans is getting genocided?
Well, here's the deal. You gotta keep all of them off till you're ready to look him up. iPhone is beautiful. Switches the sides you can press. Yeah, that's true. I keep them all off. Well, here's the deal. Me and Pops talked about it. There's no number of niggas that get to dictate a genocide. All they need to know is that several of the people were murdered, and the intent was because they were Caucasian. They said there's black farmers that get killed too, but over there about 65 white farmers a year get killed. So if they want to call it a genocide, they can call it a genocide. That don't mean it's an
nigga. That's why I don't like the law. See, this what I be trying to.
They don't have a definition for it.
But hold on, listen what I'm saying. Like, but you see how janky shit is. Like, this what I be saying about why they worded the law so funny. So when it come to them people, they could start switching shit and saying, "Oh well, it's because this," and you could be black and get the same exact shit, and they'll make up some weird shit. Why it can't be? That's why they word it so weird like that. They not getting genocided over there. Matter of fact, most of the white people over there is living better than the black people, so that don't even make no sense. I don't even know. And then now this the crazy shit. The white people over here is complaining about them like,
they don't
hell
want
no. They be like, hell no, I ain't giving them niggas no money. Ain't nothing happening to them niggas.
Especially because Trump's doing it. Had it been Biden, they would have been all right with it. We let the Ukrainians come over there, and some of them niggas is connected to Nazis. Literally.
Yeah, that's true.
It was bad. It was bad. It was so bad when they had the worker people processing the refugees. They had to warn the black people they might be called the N-word. They had to warn them.
I'm starting to I'm peeping to play because I see what's going on now. If you notice what's going on now, they flipping the shit and acting like white people are somehow being attacked when they're the majority. They acting like they're somehow victims of shit. Like I've seen people say, "Yo, the black people are getting all the jobs." What the fuck are you talking about?
Where at though?
That's what I said. I've literally seen people say that they're out here complaining, acting like nigga, what?
Remember when they did away with the diversity and equity, black people were unusually quiet because they wasn't benefiting from that.
We wasn't getting shit from that anyway. Nigga, even damn near, truth be told, we damn near ain't get shit from civil rights for real. From the civil rights bill. White women benefited from that shit more than anybody. And everybody else. We get everybody else pick all that shit. We get whatever. They do the slave shit to us, like how they did the food. They do that with the laws to us. Like everybody else get to pick off, eat all the good shit, and then we get the crumbs and shit, and then we got to deal with it. And then they tell us we lazy and shit, and we don't want to work. And then they put niggas. This is shit that be pissing me off. Then they put niggas on TV, and the niggas be saying, "Yeah, you niggas just don't want to work." Man, shut the fuck up, nigga. It ain't, man.
We know that's well. Hold on, let me read this. Nobody is getting a job right now except for kids because they are the only ones that don't know their worth. Oh yeah, people that will work at some of these jobs. Well, here. Oh shit, I lost my train of thought. What was your last sentence? What you just say? Because it was bouncing off of what you said.
Shit, I forgot.
Oh shit. Yeah, it'll come back to me.
Yeah, but I was saying, I was saying that people saying that black people getting all the jobs and shit like that, and I'm like, how? You can't name not one job that's majority black, not one. You can't name not one industry in America that's majority black people, none.
NFL.
That's rare. That ain't really that's some specialty job. Like
ain't nothing but
that kind of shit. That's specialty job. But like regular like jobs, it's not a job on the ground that's like that. Like what the fuck y'all talking about? Nigga, we get the crumbs and we make shit happen with the crumbs, and then y'all then they make all these tropes and throw it. Man, get the fuck out of here with that dumbass shit, man. That's why I be like, man.
Yo, shout out Sauce Tracks in the building. Lost in the
Sauce. Salute.
Lost in the Sauce podcast. Hold up. Where's my shit not working? Oh. Okay, there we go. I was supposed to hit that one. Hitting the wrong button. Lost in the Sauce podcast. I was trying to hit the echo. I kept hitting the mute button. Like I forgot how to do it.
That's fire. That is true. These jobs are looking for people they can hire that's dirt cheap. That's true. That's why they let all these people in here.
Here's another thing that there's going on. Like most of the people were saying about the people that are willing to work these jobs for damn near slave labor. They're basically saying we need to have these people work for less than fair wage so we can enslave them. And that's the way we're going to be humane. So we won't have no jobs for Americans. We'll just bring these people. And these people aren't working for less than fair wage. They won't do it.
They're lying. That's what I'm saying.
They won't do it.
I was at the car. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm at the car wash. Probably last week. I'm at the car wash. Little short Mexican guy. I don't know if he Mexican, pardon me, Hispanic guy. Broken English. He in a big pickup truck. So I'm getting my car washed. He like he telling me how he like my car or whatever. He's saying he got a BMW X7 at his crib. So he like He like, yeah, they expensive, whatever. Then he talking about. He said, I said, that's your work truck. He like, no, that's my weekend truck. He can speak English. He like, no,
Yeah.
that's my weekend truck. Like, I drive that on the weekend. Like, you know what I'm saying? He
Mhm.
said, he said he got his own paint company. They not working all that cap and acting like these people just coming here. No, they not. Like, that shit
So
is cap
here's the deal.
alone.
Here's what I had with
That shit.
a
They
person I
paying
know.
them the same wages. Only niggas that ain't getting, you know who get doing work for like cheap labor, them niggas that's on the street that's working. But all them other niggas, the most of them is working for regular labor
Even
wages for
even I heard this years ago. This is before I had started working for ICE. This mug said you go to a day labor spot, they got a deal. You got to pay them motherfuckers $10 an hour plus. If you don't agree to $10 an hour, they'll jump out your truck and wait for the next one who's going to agree to it.
this what
And
I'm
this was
trying to
back
tell
in
you.
the day.
Them niggas
This was
know,
back
so
in
you
the
know
day.
it's worse. So you know it's worse now. Like them niggas ain't
His name-
stupid. They know all that them niggas know because as soon as they get there, somebody putting them on. Like
And I also know people that came over here. They came over here for a better life. And they saved their money up over here. They built up shit in their home countries, bought homes, got their shit ready. So when they retire, they're bouncing. They're not staying here. But
Right.
then when they talk trash about this country, I'd be like, so you talking trash about the place that you escaped to make your wealth and build in your home country.
You know
You
what's
should
even
never
more?
do that. You gotta respect the
I'm gonna show you
opportunity.
what's even more diabolical when you start really thinking about it. Y'all don't want to give us our reparations and all the even all the money y'all give us ain't gonna do shit but go right back into this country. But y'all give it to everybody else and let them take it and bring it to all these other places. Y'all sending money everywhere else. That shit don't even make no sense to me. Like, cause at least you know if you give us the money, we ain't gonna do shit. Even if you got a nigga that's just blowing money on sneakers and shit, at least he's spending it here though.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? And then you gonna have people that's building up shit. Like why you I don't understand that shit. Like that shit is crazy. That shit don't make no sense to me. You'll rather throw the money out the window than I don't understand. Like
Well, so some people say there's this people that just want to give shit out as long as, like, what did you say? As long as certain people don't get it, they cool.
right.
Certain
That's
people
a
don't get
fact. That's because when you start thinking about it, that's the only thing that makes sense. Y'all just don't want certain people to get it.
it.
To be
That's some
wording
shit.
it correctly. Like you know what I'm saying?
On Depot and stand next to the taco truck. You trying to hire? I bet his name's Pikachu.
Pikachu. I'm about to
Yeah.
man, them niggas
Okay.
be getting it. Trust me. Them niggas ain't out there. They out there paying rent. It's probably 10 of them in one apartment. They pay
Mm-hmm.
$200 a month. They living straight. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, I know immigrant families that come over here, and actual real immigrants, not illegal immigrants, but actually
Yeah, you
legal
talking about the
migrant.
people that came here. Yeah.
Yeah, came here legally. They actually,
Mhm.
all the family stays in a home. They pay that home off, and the family slowly but surely branches out and buys additional properties. They always look out for each other. If a family member does a certain particular business, they always go to family to get shit done. And those illegal immigrants don't have the problems that the illegals have. They keep calling everybody immigrants to mush them all together, and it's not the case. That's why we got immigrant visas, we got non-immigrant visas, we got people who come here to stay, and people who are allowed in under a temporary condition. So a lot of illegals work and send it back, and then they get deported. They don't get upset because they have mansions and 3 cars. Yo, you ain't lying. I know some people like it. Or here's the downside one. You get them dudes that send it back to their wife at home, and when they go back home, the wife done spent all their shit up.
Yeah, that's what that happens
They done
more
spent
than
all
than
their
that
shit.
than that shit. They probably you know what I'm saying. People just fuck the money off.
Go back home for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Man,
if they're here,
them niggas down in them countries will kill it, will shoot a woman in the head so fast. Like I'll be like, God damn, these niggas savage. Like, man.
but I tell you what, but for the most part, the legal migrants that come here to have family back, they could fly back and forth. So you
Mm-hmm.
can't really fuck their money up. If they fucking their money up, they're gonna be able to tell immediately when they go home and ain't shit there.
Right.
And it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, because they can keep an eye on their money type shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Or they make sure they got a relative there that they know they can trust.
right.
You know?
Shit, if you Mexican, shit, a lot of them niggas, if you live in certain of them border states, you probably could drive down.
Oh, definitely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, so since we on the immigration shit, then we could segue to this immigration shit that I was talking about before. We've been having all the confusion when it comes to U.S. citizens and ICE and all this other stuff. Now, what I want to preface this with explaining to people, ICE is not just immigration. There's ICE Homeland Security Investigations. They're like an arm of similar to the FBI. They will arrest citizens, but they don't arrest anyone with the intent to deport them. ICE enforcement and removal operations, they're the ones that actually remove people from the country and detain immigrants. Well, not immigrants. They don't detain immigrants. Legal immigrants don't get detained. Illegals or people out of status get detained. You're a legal immigrant. And here's how I got to explain it. There's two sections of law. There's 212, which is inadmissibility, and 237, which is deportability. When you've been allowed in legally, it's the government. The government has the onus to prove that you violated your status and you need to be deported. When you come in illegally, you have to prove that you have a right to be here, where most of them, they cannot do this. They might find a weird loophole where they get to stay or adjust status, but they weren't allowed in. They had no right to be here. So, but they have the weight of proving that they have a right to be here is on them. So, inadmissibility, deportability. It's a quick immigration lesson. It's really confusing. So I'm gonna go to this video right here, and they were talking about ICE agents that raided the wrong home. Which in itself, here's the deal. That goes, Trump's ICE under every president from Barack down. Federal agencies occasionally fuck it up and you execute a search warrant on the wrong house. They do it all the time. The person that was supposed to live there no longer live there. They got bad intel. They break down a door, or they even got the wrong fucking number. That happens too.
Hold on, pause. You know what's crazy? That show you how shitty the police are, because that should never happen.
Oh, it should never happen. But in this,
because this my thing, right? Why y'all don't do why they don't make it a law, right? When you before you break in somebody's house, I mean before you bust in somebody's house with a warrant, that you watch the house for at least a day.
They do that. Yeah, they're supposed
to. So how the fuck y'all what? That don't even make no sense. So how they running in the wrong house?
I mean, if you got a warrant to go in a house and you have valid information that the person lived there at one point, and then they had moved out and you didn't know.
But I'm saying if you surveil the house before you run into it.
But even if you surveil it, you ain't gonna sit there for 8 months till you see the nigga. If you got a warrant to search for evidence, you're gonna go in whenever you
should probably make sure they're there.
You suppose no, if you got a warrant to search for evidence, you don't have to make sure they're there.
I'm saying make sure they live there. Like
you're supposed to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's that should never happen where they busting in nobody.
It should never
ever fucking happen. Yeah, that should never happen. Like they could send fake cable. They could send fake cable. This is the government. Y'all could send fake cable people over there to go say all something wrong with you. They could do all kind of shit to make sure the nigga live in there or something. Just make sure the dude is there. Like,
if they got a warrant for the arrest of the individual and not a warrant to collect evidence. And also,
I feel like the police running and raiding the wrong house. I don't give a fuck what them niggas excuses for. That shit is incompetent.
Wait, I'm not doing an excuse for fucking up. That's not nowhere.
Nah, I'm not saying you are, but I'm throwing that out there. I'm saying that there should be no reason why the police should be like raiding nobody. I'm not saying you defending it. I'm just throwing it out there. Like there's no reason why them niggas should be running in nobody's house.
And the people that they do it to have lawsuits and can't get paid, but that still don't erase the mental damage that's done if you slip me out
that shit
door bust down.
Right, you bust. I'm knocked out. You just busting my room, scare me to death type shit. Like,
hence my switch my amount of my money account back, a deposit to Cash App card, saving up, and then disappearing to Thailand or the Philippines. Then I show up that Simon Says by Pharrell.
Start playing.
It'll start playing. The cops gotta work with what Jehovah Witness. Oh, they got to work with them Jehovah Witness. They knock on the door in every neighborhood. They ain't give
Facts. They know who live weird. Like, go ask them niggas or something. Like, I don't. They need to figure out a way where that shit don't happen. Like running in the wrong people. They do that shit way too much. Like, stop doing that.
It honestly, federally, if it happened normally, we'd be flooded with it. It don't happen.
Nah, it don't happen normally. It just still happen. It don't. I'm not saying it happens every day, but it happens.
Many.
That's what I'm saying. It happens way too many times and sometimes shootings happen because of this, and y'all running it because some people got guns and y'all running in people's houses. Then they shoot y'all trying to arrest them for shooting y'all. Make that make sense. Like they be running in the wrong house.
Oh, that's what got. We'll get into that shooting shit. In this circumstance, they went to this house. They bust the door down. Oh, just a caveat: immigration warrants do not give authority to bust a door down. So even though this was the wrong house, it was a criminal warrant, not an immigration warrant. So
I want to say this too. I seen ICE arrest somebody around the corner from here, so I know what it really looked like. So and I'm gonna say if this looked what I seen. Like,
well, no, but that's one of the reasons I was running my mouth so much in the beginning. Every single ICE entity isn't the same thing. You got investigations. Their shit will look just like the FBI. They have criminal warrants. They have their warrants where you can bust the door down. You got ICE immigration enforcement. It's an administrative warrant. They're not going to bust your fucking door down. They're going to knock and talk.
Right.
Yeah, they're not going to. No administrative warrant will bust your damn door down.
Well, whoever this was, these was the niggas that take you. The ones I seen, they just took the nigga. Like,
okay, yeah. These
and legitimate.
I'll just play it.
Accusations. Things just got so much worse because Donald Trump's ICE just raided the wrong home, and then all hell broke loose.
A family traumatized after armed federal agents busted into their home as they were sleeping and took almost everything they own.
And I actually watched this video. I still can't locate the portion where all shit broke loose. The shit broke loose just going into the home itself.
I want to say this too, just to throw this out there. Trump be on bullshit too. Like, I don't fuck Trump too, but this is
well beneath his face scale.
Bullshit. This don't got nothing to do with Trump.
And even with the stuff like me and Pops were talking about. Well, we'll get back to that later. Hold on, let's finish this video.
The problem is they were not the people agents were supposed to be looking for.
News 4's Spencer Humphrey is here with their frightening ordeal. Spencer, what's going on here?
Yeah, well, get this. That family just moved here about 2 weeks ago from out of state. And this is how their life in Oklahoma got started. They say they told federal immigration agents they had the wrong people, but those agents kept treating them like criminals, even though they're all U.S. citizens.
Fear.
Because I did feel at times I was going to die.
So much fear.
I kept praying. I said, God, please let me live through this moment.
Humiliation.
I was a zero. I was nothing.
Pure disbelief.
I just couldn't understand how is this happening to us.
All just for wanting a fresh start.
And reinforce, immigration agents don't bust your door down and take shit from your house. They come to take people, not things.
Right. You come to Oklahoma and you get treated like this. For what?
This woman, who we're calling Marissa, and her 3 daughters came to Oklahoma from Maryland looking for a slower, more affordable pace of life. They rented this house in a nice, seemingly safe Northwest Oklahoma City neighborhood. Her husband planned to join them this past weekend, but any semblance they had of comfort went out the window when 20 men armed to the teeth busted through it Thursday morning.
I don't know who they were. They had guns. It was dark. All the lights were off.
They were federal agents, Marissa says, with the U.S. Marshals, ICE, and the FBI.
And I kept asking.
Okay, ICE have been there. U.S. Marshals too, and the FBI. This was a multi-agency.
That's why they ran in your house like that. That was the FBI and the U.S. Marshals are definitely running
ICE
like
investigations. They would probably bring the U.S. Marshals with them too, but they're only focusing on immigration. Even though all of those agencies fall under Trump's purview. There is.
I'm just saying, U.S. Marshals will run in your house, though. They will kick your shit in.
And then come to find out, well, I'll let it keep playing because there's a section in here where it says one of the reasons why they might have mistaken a house.
And I'm like, who are you? What are you doing here? What's happening? And they said we have a a warrant for the house.
They ordered Marissa and her daughters outside into the rain before they could even get dressed.
They wanted me to change in front of all of them, in between all of them.
The thing is, the suspect names on that search warrant were not Marissa's or anyone in her family's. They were, however, names listed on mail still arriving at the house.
So the individuals lived there at one point. Someone didn't do their due diligence,
and their address is still listed.
Yeah,
That's all that was. Somebody, but that's what I'm trying to say. But see, this the shit that I'm saying about the police with the goofy shit. Like,
yeah, they need to.
Y'all need to do more due diligence. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, these niggas be goofy. Police be goofy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this shit never happened. I ain't gonna front. Like, running in the wrong people's house. At least sit on the shit for a day. Like, stop doing goofy shit. Like, sit on the house.
Well, they done say. I guarantee you, a multi-agency, that shit didn't happen overnight. They had a couple of places they were going. They sat on this shit.
Them niggas super goofy than if they sat on it and still did the wrong shit.
Nah, sometimes people fuck up.
How though, bro? Like, this what I'm trying to say. How? Like,
these people been there for 2 weeks. Even if they did surveillance, right, a week or two ago, they're not going to leave the agents 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if the people that they wanted were there, moved out a month before, they would still need to go back and sit again to make sure they were still there, or at least see one of the people they need to get. You're not going to do that with 30, 40 niggas in a bunch of trucks.
I'm saying what you do is, right, y'all got all this money, y'all wasting our taxpayer dollars, right? What you do is, right, the day before or a couple of days before, you make sure you sit on a house for a couple of days to make sure the person that you're looking for lives there. Do your due diligence. Nigga, them people been there 2 weeks, which means you had 2 weeks to find out who the fuck was there. Y'all didn't. That was incompetent. I ain't gonna front. They be doing goofy shit. Cause look, that's like me, right? Like, look, I'm thinking about me. I'm using a hood mind. If I'm going to sit say I'm a hit man and I'm going to do some work and I'm sitting on somebody's house, like, I ain't gonna sit on your house last month and then still think you live here and then come tomorrow and think I'm gonna do my thing in the house. Like, that don't make no sense.
And here's the deal: a warrant for evidence is different than a warrant for a body. They don't need to wait and make sure the body's there. They just need to have the right address, because the evidence you're looking for could be in a wall. It could be someplace there. Like, the shit they're looking for could still be in a wall there. It's likely
but that ain't what they was looking for. The person.
No, they weren't. It was a evidence warrant. Caesar,
so why they just ain't tell the people that, yo, we gonna put you in a car, we gonna keep you warm somewhere.
But we listening to this news shit.
That's what I'm saying. We going by what this nigga saying. I'm going by what he's saying. That's all we know for real. So he said, and then the lady, look, hold on too though. The lady before this dude started talking, the lady was saying that they took her out of her crib and had her outside in the rain with her daughter. The lady said that.
Yeah, so it could be true, it could be a lie. You never know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, if it's true and y'all just was going for evidence and y'all know, in my head, this is what I think. Y'all niggas y'all thought them people was still there, even though this is an evidence warrant, you thought them people was still there because the mail was still coming there. Because you didn't do your due diligence.
Even so, like, if they have a warrant for the crib, I think what should happen, these people should be completely compensated, the house should be repaired. Yeah. And damages should be paid to the folks that were wrongfully inconvenienced by this circumstance.
And I want to say this too. The police, I don't think the police is wrong for running in a house. I think they wrong for not doing their due diligence. That's my only beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all had the evidence, y'all could have did it a different way. Like, take the late, I know you ain't got nothing to do with this, but the person that lived here before you, it might be some evidence in the floor or the wall, take you out your crib for a little while, put you in a hotel for a couple of days, that type shit.
And these seizures, the warrant for seizures of evidence, that shit just doesn't happen overnight. A whole investigation had to take place. There has to be a lot of shit going on.
Somebody fucked up, bro. You know that. Somebody fucked up. I get it, though. Like, somebody somewhere, they messed up. Because even in the 2 weeks that them people moved here, there should have been somebody keeping track of what's going on with the house. Like,
government ain't got that much fucking money. No.
Man, shit, they got all nigga. They had 3-4 different task force on this.
Yeah,
house.
But even 3 or 4 different task force, you thinking about it, you're gonna pay a person that makes about $160,000 a year overtime to sit in front of a house for 24 hours a day for a few days. You're not gonna do that. It's up to the case officer to do his surveillance.
It is gonna keep
lock down his
up.
evidence.
They're gonna keep running in people's house. That ain't
They've been since these agencies have listed. They've been running into people's house.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying that ain't that. I'm saying the wrong houses. Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't really the wrong house. They just did it wrong.
But they've ran into the wrong house before. They busted
definitely plenty time.
Wrong address.
Plenty time. That shit goofy. That shit is incompetent, my nigga. You don't think that's incompetence?
Well, like the Breonna Taylor situation.
Yes.
Wrong shit.
Wrong shit. It's still trying to lock. It's still trying to lock niggas up for that shit.
Well, you know, Breonna's man got wind up. They did try to still prosecute him, but he wound up.
Yeah, they threw the shit out because they tried to lock him up. That's what I'm saying. They goofy. That's why I don't be.
You know what saved them is Castle Doctrine. They couldn't. They couldn't get him.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
But they tried though. That's my whole point though. Like, the fact that y'all even tried that shit after y'all ran in the wrong people's house. Y'all need to figure out a different system, a better system. I don't want to hear that. They waste. This is what I'm saying, bro. They waste money. Motherfuckers, most of the police out here, most of the time I see them parked up in the parking lot doing nothing.
Well, so police is different than criminal investigators or detectives.
I'm saying you
don't have police doing surveillance. You don't have police. The patrolmen, that's like they're the neighborhood walking security guard niggas. The detectives are the special agents. They're the ones.
My point, even the detectives though, right? The detectives don't do shit but try to get people to snitch. They don't really do all that TV detective work. They don't be doing that shit. Them niggas don't do shit but sit around and badger people to tell. That's all they do. Like, so a lot of the time we be paying people to drive around, and that's what goes on. Like, that's just what it is. But guys,
I'm gonna try and do some laundry prepared before the cops get here to kick me out my apartment on Tuesday. Yo, you get kicked out. The cops got to work. Oh yeah, I already read that one. Yo, Chris is funny. Okay, we'll finish. There shouldn't be too much more.
Residents, perhaps.
We just moved here from Maryland. We're citizens. That's what I keep saying. We're citizens.
See, and this is the thing that it's very disingenuous. If ICE was coming to get them for immigration shit, she wouldn't be here to talk. She'd be in a facility.
Yeah, it wasn't ICE. It was it was ICE with a bunch of other motherfuckers. They ran in your crib. They took you out your crib to go find some evidence, and you just didn't understand what was going on, and you still don't get it. Like,
and that's one of the misleading things where they go, ICE, we need legislature to stop ICE from deporting U.S. No, the Constitution stops that. You don't need new legislature. And also, like I explained, I went in length to almost nauseum. ICE has an investigative section that works with the marshals and the FBI. These were the people that went into this woman's home. Now, there might have been ICE in case they thought there was going to be removable people. They can bring ICE enforcement with them, because they're the one who has the statutory authority to process people who should not be here. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. Man left out.
Man, all these people saying all these lies about this shit do not live in the neighborhoods that they dump all these people in. Like, that's a fact. If you go in these neighborhoods, like nigga, wait till you come back. I can't wait till you come back up here, nigga. Dogs.
No, I mean, I seen when I went out.
It looked like else when you came up here for Willie D. When that was
about 2 years ago.
Nope.
Worse,
nigga.
Oh,
wow, bro. It look. I swear to God, Bridgeport is like 70-80% Hispanic. Not lying, and I'm not lying. I'm not bullshitting. You be down Newfield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's still niggas hanging out. But when the kids get out of school, I swear, I kid you not, 30 Hispanic kids, 2 black kids. So that shows you who live in these. That's showing you who's living in who's
demographic.
Exactly. That's showing you who live in these neighborhoods. Like, but it's like that everywhere, though. It ain't like that just on the east. I swear, there ain't no black neighborhoods in Bridgeport no more. None.
Wow.
Not none.
Where they put all the
they pushing them to the valley.
Oh wow.
Ansonia, Derby, Shelton, all that shit out Naugatuck, Waterbury. It's either the valley or Waterbury.
Now, I'm gonna say this again so I don't come across as a crass asshole. I sympathize with this lady's situation. She has someone break into her house. If she was my mother, sister, or cousin, I'd be upset, and I understand that she's upset. And my thing is just that I'm pointing out the disingenuous way they wrote this article, and even the way the news did it. They made it seem like immigration bust into their home, and the thing about it, it's obviously disingenuous because of the fact that they didn't take any people.
I want to add something else too.
And they know that.
I could be tripping. This is my opinion, me alone. Just for me listening to this might not even be the lady that this happened to behind this black screen. She sounds mad performative, and am I tripping?
No, she definitely.
This sounds a little performative to me.
But it's a good role. I mean, she should be nominated for.
I swear this sounds a little. I don't know. Like this sounds a little performative. Like I don't know. I could be tripping, but it sounds a little. When I'm listening,
I imagine the pearl she's clutching around her neck.
Yep.
Deep, heavy chest breathing.
Yeah.
But yeah. If the scenario that was painted that happened to them
is a traumatizing scenario,
traumatizing circumstance. So,
but I ain't gonna lie. That shit happens to black people damn near every day. In my neighborhood, the police ran in the wrong house on Connecticut Avenue, tased my man uncle. That nigga, not his uncle, his grandfather. That nigga was like 80, son.
Whoa.
Tased it. They sued him. I think they lost too.
They lost the lawsuit?
Yeah, but Connecticut ain't paying nobody. Somebody gotta die. I'm telling you, the only way they be paying, like if your baby die in a hospital, but if police do something to you, they ain't paying nobody. They don't pay. I swear they don't. I know a nigga that I grew up with was on Fifth Street selling drugs. The police pull up. He swallowed the drugs. The police seen the nigga swallow the drugs, brought him to the hospital. They cut his stomach open, didn't find shit. He sued them and still lost.
Wow.
Make that make sense.
But you said this was in like the 90s?
The 90s, the late 90s.
That's still crazy.
What? That's so crazy, nigga.
You know what? Even with Homeland Security, right? Mm-hmm. When they encounter a drug mule, they don't even cut them niggas open. They try to get them to pass it. They keep them locked up. But if they're honest and say it's a dangerous situation where the balloons could pop, then they'll move them to get surgery to cut the shit open.
My nigga, I'm not gonna lie to you. Police be violating niggas' civil rights all the time, son. I seen with my own two eyes, like some shit that people probably think I'm lying about. Like when I tell them that's the crazy shit is. The crazy shit is I could probably every nigga that I grew up with could tell you that same story because everybody know this nigga. He from the East End too. He down south now, but
no, I believe you because shit, I've been witness of the police violate people's constitutional rights.
They be doing all kind of crazy shit.
My constitutional rights violated.
I seen police pull a nigga pants down in front of everybody. They ain't supposed to be doing that shit. Damn near cavity searching nigga in the street.
I had my pants pulled down. We was out there on Stratford Ave. A bunch of brothers was out there. They was street niggas, and I was a factory, working nigga. I was coming from cashing my check. All of us lined up. I'm walking by. Young cop said, "Get in line." I was like, "What? I'm not here. I'm not with. Get in line." He's like, "I was okay," and he pulled my fucking pants down. Added me to him. Where you coming from? The bank. Where you coming from? The bank. I just cashed my check. I'm trying to say it low. And then the motherfuckers pulled my whole check out. No, pulled my cash. I didn't have my whole check. I deposited part of it and I took part cash. They pulled all my money out. What's all this money? Why you got all this money? I told you I just came from the bank. The receipt of where I deposited is right there. It's right there. And I said, thanks for letting the whole neighborhood know I got money.
The crazy shit is back then, for a drug dealer, whatever you had on you wasn't no fucking money. Even if you had $500, that shit back then, a drug dealer, light work. Niggas walk around with thousands on them for real, like
for real.
On some real shit. Like what that back, especially back then, like that was the prime crack era, like early 90s, late 80s, early 90s type shit.
I remember that. And you know what's funny is I remember the dude, one of the cops had to tell him, like, kind of give him the signal, let this nigga, let him go.
Cause the cop knew that you wasn't on shit. You wasn't the same. You wasn't like them niggas out there. You was a working nigga.
Yeah, but I could not walk down that part of Stratford Ave for a long time because a bunch of stick-up kids saw I had bread.
That's even crazy. Robbing a working nigga is so crazy to me.
I had bread. And only one of them looked like they attempted, and it was weird because the one time I walked down and I had stopped walking down that way. The one time I walked down, I told you the story. That cat was following me, and an old dude saved me. Old dude go, yo, come here, calling the stick-up kid. And I knew what he was doing. I was like, this nigga better not rob. I know what he was gonna do. All right, so I'm debating on whether we should just finish. Yeah, we just finish and see what else they say.
I want to see what happens.
She says they didn't care.
We weren't criminals. Why were they treating us like criminals? We were here by ourselves. That we didn't do anything.
They thought them people were still there.
Into the house, taking their phones, laptops, documents, and their life savings in cash as evidence.
I think I have to.
That screams undocumented. I think her husband might be, or she might. She might be undocumented or a non-crim, because who keeps their life savings in cash? If old school black people did, that's why they said
that's some
illegal nigga shit. That's some undocumented people shit.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Something missing. There's some kind of detail missing from this story. That's why I don't like the news, because they'll never tell the truth. They be wording shit.
And this is an independent news organization.
Yeah, it don't matter. Sometimes they be funded. A lot of these independent shits be think tanks for certain groups too. So you got to watch that shit too. Like,
and nobody thought
like it'll be a Democratic think tank or a Republican.
This definitely is a Democratic thing. Yo, why is this? I'm gonna have to exit some of these groups. For some reason, this shit's popping up. Hold up, let's play this.
Feed my children. I'm gonna need gas money. I need to be able to get around. Like, how do you just leave me like this, like an abandoned dog?
And when they left, they told her something.
I know it was a little rough this morning. It's so denigrating. Like, you do all of this to a family, to women, your fellow citizens, and it was a little rough. You have literally traumatized me and my daughters for life.
This family has virtually nothing.
And I said, when are we going to get our stuff back? He was like, it could be days or it can be months.
Nothing but questions.
Well, what if I would have been armed? What if
you wouldn't be talking to us?
What am I supposed to think?
If they bust down the door and you're armed and you shoot back, it's like a no-win situation. If they got a legitimate warrant, they kill you, they're gonna get off. If you shoot them, you could possibly get off, but they're gonna try to prosecute you.
Yeah, I'm about to say some diabolical shit, but it needs to be said. Black people been trying to tell you motherfuckers that the police ain't shit and they be doing all this foul shit, and everybody try to tell us, oh no, it don't happen. So that's why, if you notice right now, we have gotten to the point where we shrugging shit, like we only concerned about our own shit when shit be happening to other, because we've been trying to tell y'all, look, nigga, this shit, these niggas is out of control. Because what happens is, once you start violating one group of people, you're gonna start violating everybody. That's how that shit works, nigga.
Yeah, if it's in this particular neighborhood and there's aggressive law enforcement, anybody that lives in a neighborhood
they gonna feel the wrath of that shit. So y'all when we been telling y'all the police be on, but we've been telling y'all for decades, police be on bullshit. Police catch you, they whooping niggas ass and taking them. We been telling y'all that. So now when it happens to y'all, I just remember
whatever happened. There was an organization called Blacks in Law Enforcement, and they used to try to help tell the black neighborhood on the best ways to operate when dealing with law enforcement. And I remember as a little kid, I actually went
Some
to a.
police, you can't deal with them though. You just gotta don't say nothing. Don't.
Oh yeah,
Just
what
cooperate.
they recommended.
Just cooperate and don't say nothing.
That's what they recommend. They recommend when you get pulled over, so they're not on the bullshit. Turn your dome lights on so they can see throughout the whole car.
Mm-hmm.
Keep all your shit in one envelope.
Mm-hmm.
Open up your glove compartment, sit it on the seat, and put your hands on the steering wheel.
You know what I recommend? You know what I recommend too? I always recommend this. If you a man, if you a black man, especially, don't keep nothing in your car. Like keep your inside of your car clean as fuck. No junk, no bags, none of that shit. Don't keep nothing in your car, like nothing, none of that shit. Unless you got a firearm and you like, I got a bag with my firearm in it and it's legal.
You can put that in the trunk.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you might want to keep it in the car with you. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got that and it's legal and you telling them, yo, I gotta, but like just to be safe, don't keep nothing in your car. So when they put that flashlight in your car, ain't shit in here to look at, nigga.
I mean, I always kept my shit clean. I mean, in these later years, I would have like gear bags in the back seat. So
yeah, I don't keep shit, but you police though. Like I'm talking about for regular civilian, you ain't a civilian. Like so regular black niggas, like, but even though it can happen to you too, because they be doing shit to black niggas.
I've had some aggressive super troopers. Most of the time they're polite, especially when they find out. But then sometimes that you're Leo, but sometimes they don't even give a fuck that you're a Leo.
Exactly.
They don't care.
Them nigga, racism is racism, nigga. They got you by the balls, they'll dare you and shoot you and act like they ain't know shit. Word up, nigga. Gun your ass down, act like they ain't know you was police.
Me being from NYC, officer, good evening, sir. Do you know anything? Do you know why we pulled you over? Me, yeah. Tell your mother I'll call her later. And when
I don't even play them type of games. Yeah, I don't even, because most police is like, most police officers is they got ego problems. So when you start fucking with them, that's why they'll find some shit to arrest you and lie. They'll just lie. They be lying. And somehow the body cam will cut off right before they lie. And don't nothing happen to them. It'd be like, nigga, how y'all getting away with your body cam going in and out? Like what? What is this?
That don't float. Not no more. If it did at first,
man, you crazy as fuck. No more. All right.
You done seen that happen a lot?
Yeah, that shit be floating. You out your rabbit ass mind. You know what they'll do? They'll mute that bitch. The video will still be on, but the sound be gone. They be doing that shit. They do it all the time. Yeah, they do that shit all the time. Look that shit up. I'm telling you, they do that shit all the time. Police be muting that bitch. Sometimes some of them niggas will just cut the shit off and then cut it on. They be doing that shit too.
I heard in the early days of body cam, I heard about that happening, but I didn't think that floats now.
I promise you they still be doing that. If you think them niggas don't be doing that now, you gotta figure they got a union. The union be making sure them niggas don't be getting railed. They be doing all kind of goofy shit.
Union can't help you if you break the law.
But cutting body cam off ain't breaking the law.
It is. If it's to tamper with evidence and they found out you did something wrong. Because you not only got the body cam, you got the dash cam. So even if they turn off the body cam, they got the dash cam.
Police break the law all the time, my nigga. You think when it just how you know what's the laws? How they word it. Mm-hmm. When they put it in the police report, the judge. Look, I'm gonna show you how it works in Connecticut. If you think I'm bullshitting, ask anybody that got arrested out here. When the judge and the prosecutor, the judge too, go by what's written in the police report. They don't give a fuck what the truth is. They act like the police report is what really happened, like it was a camera. And these niggas be lying.
I've seen that scenario.
I promise you they be doing that shit. Dude, that happened
Chris
to
is
a
talking
black
about.
lady who happened to be a judge where a cop pulled over and he was covered by body cam. You hear him smashing her tail like, he covered the shit. Yeah, they be doing shit like that.
To be able to justify he pulled over because of a broken tail light.
Mm-hmm. I promise you, they be doing shit like that. The police be they grimy.
I always say that I I said they're always going to be crooked cops. There's always going to
Nigga,
be
most of them crooked. Most of them crooked. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm saying that because I don't ever need no police to help me. Most of them crooked. And the fucked up part is, you know why I say all of them fucked up? Because even the ones that you call good cops or watch them crooked ones do shit to you and won't save you. They won't say shit. I've been there. They'll watch some cops threaten. Nigga, a police, look. I'm on Carroll Avenue, like not too far from where David and Mark live, but on the other side, like on the corner of Stratford Avenue and Carroll. Police pull down. Me and my man parked up in the car. We ain't even doing shit. Police pull up on us. Oh, get out the car. We get out the car. I'm talking shit because we ain't doing shit. It's like 3 black cops out there. The white cop padded to his pocket. Said, "Shut the fuck up before I put this on you." I looked at them niggas. I said, "Y'all hear that?" They act like I ain't say shit. I said, "Oh, fuck all y'all niggas." After that, I said, "Ain't no such thing as no good police. Them niggas will watch them dirty niggas do some crazy shit to you and won't say nothing. I'm telling you, they won't. If you think them police, the people, the nigga you calling good cops to save you from one of them dirty cops, they won't. Nigga. How you think the dirty cops get away with the shit? You think this is the thing, right? By the time dirty cops get exposed, they've been dirty for decades. They've been dirty since they've been police, and everybody know it. Like, because when they records start coming out, you like, how is this nigga still police? He did this, but it's because they let him get away with the shit.
You ever watch the show The Rookie?
No.
It's a cop show. I meant to mention it to you. I was watching it for a few, and it goes through a bunch
down too.
Yeah,
I'm listening to The Rookie. You said,
yeah, it's a good show. I freaking watched it. It's a cop show though.
Man,
and
police is that man. They need to do a cop show about a real cop show about Bridgeport police because they grunt nigga. It was a police out here named Hyman. And I don't know if this is true, but this is rumor. They say he killed a lady, say he threw a lady off a roof in Pequannock. And everybody says that too. And he was just running around police. And when I tell you, bro, I'm talking about the nigga threatening. He'll jump out the car. He couldn't even have a partner. He was so grimy. He was grimy like how Denzel Washington was in Training Day, but a white boy version of that. He was fucking chicks in the hood, all that shit, grimy, just like that, running rampant. Police, they wasn't no good cops trying to get him off the street. You smell me? So when they be saying good cops, I don't want to hear that shit, man. The good cops is doing traffic duty. Them niggas trying to stay out the way. That's what a good cop is. Like, man, get the fuck out.
Well, I mean, you think about it too. Like a lot of them cats, especially in their situation, if the grimy dude is politically connected, them trying to save your ass ends their career too. They done.
So the whole
system.
You just proved my point. The system is shitty, and ain't no such thing as a good cop because the system's shitty.
There's still cops.
I'm gonna say this. There's people that all cops ain't bad people. Cause I got a homeboy that's a cop. I see him every day. I speak to him when I see him. Matter of fact, he used to rap with me and Gary and Gary Basement and shit. When we used to be doing music and Gary, he used to rap with us. Nigga named Antoine. He the police. That's my dog. I see him. I just seen him the other day. I pull up on him with his police when he's doing his job. All that shit. I don't care. That's my dog. But I'm saying the system of the police system is shitty. So you can't. There's like it's like being a slave owner. There's no such thing as being a good slave owner. And I feel the same way about police. They don't do shit. They don't solve. The community be solving crimes. The police don't. The police don't solve crimes. The community do. It'd be a bunch of niggas snitching. That's what be solving crimes. All that forensic bullshit they be that cap shit.
But even with them snitching is hearsay unless the forensic match up.
Hell no, it ain't hearsay, nigga. Not in Connecticut. You bet. All right.
You don't think so?
Nope, not in Connecticut. I'm gonna tell you why. If a nigga go to the police and tell that, say, yo, Julius Clinton Jr. murdered somebody, right? And they be like, who he murdered? Well, he murdered Tom. How they gonna ask how he did it? If that nigga tell exactly the same, like the specifics of how you did it, and it match up with the physical evidence, your ass
gonna roll with it.
Jail. Yeah, they gonna roll with
They're gonna roll with it. Yeah,
your ass going to jail.
I mean, you. If and plus because especially if they didn't release the particulars and the witness has the particular, but the witness could be the person that did the murder too.
The witness could. They gonna ask him his alibi too, but like most of the time they gonna say police don't give a fuck, my nigga. They don't really be niggas be lying about niggas doing shit and lying on niggas all the time.
Yeah.
Facts. Eating or drinking nothing. In fact, if you go in that interrogation room and nigga eating food, that nigga definitely telling everything he know. I ain't never been offered nothing.
Now,
nigga, I got arrested at River Street one time, nigga. They had me handcuffed to the bench. Nigga, them niggas asked me about some shit. I said, I don't know what you talking about. Them niggas said, what about these drugs we found on you? I said, what drugs? Them niggas said, all right, we got something for your little ass. I left out of there with a $250,000 bond for 10 cracks.
Wow.
Facts. That is a whole fact, nigga. That bit I did was so rough. When they sent me to the county, I was in the county for 2 days. Then they end up sending me to Gardner. I'm in there. Everybody I'm in there with, then they're in there for murder or some other shit.
Wow.
I had an attempted murder bond. Like my shit was $250,000
for 10
cracks. The most astronomical shit I ever seen in history. My lawyer was like, it ain't make no sense in fighting for the bond shit because they gonna prolong it. You're gonna be fighting for that shit for months only to get your bond lowered. And I'm like, man, just try to give me the lowest time you can get me, man. And that's what I did. Like, but the police would do you dirty. Even that time they did me dirty because I really didn't. They really ain't had no business running up on me for real. They was looking for somebody else.
They just happened to fall upon you.
No, what happened was, to tell the whole truth, because that shit was over 20-something years ago. What happened was my man from New York was down here and he had a custody. I'm in the crib. He calling me like, yo, I'm on my way to New York. I got a custody that needs such and such. Go see him. You could get, she want like $100. I'm like, man, fuck that bitch. I'm straight. Me and him argue for like 10 minutes on the phone about that shit. He like, come on, man, I need to keep this bitch, man. She spend money. I'm like, all right. So I go over there to meet the bitch, and it ended up being a police shit. A white dude came down the street, and the car pulls up on me and says, I go up to him. He called me to the car. I go up to him. I said, who the fuck you looking for? He said, I don't know you, and pulls off. As soon as he said that, the police pull up on him. But what I'm trying to tell you is, now the point of this story is the custody that he had, the lady that he was trying to keep, she was snitching.
Oh wow.
Right? But she was snitching on him. That bitch ain't know me. You listen to what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, definitely.
She didn't know me, so when they got me, they expecting my phone number to match with the number that she telling on. I'm not the nigga that she telling on. She don't know me, so they trying to get me to tell on him. I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about. That's how I ended up with a $250,000 bond.
Wow.
This stupid nigga. This the crazy shit with that story. My man from New York, he's so crazy. About a week, 2 weeks later, he ends up getting busted. The police, look how he get busted. I'm going to court one day. I see the nigga in the bullpen. We in the bullpen going to court on the same day. He tell me how he get busted. When when I got busted, right, when his custody got me locked up, I calls the nigga. The police let me use my cell phone. I calls this nigga. I tell him, yo, get rid of that jack. He like, yo, what you mean? How I'm gonna make money? I said, fuck all that. Nigga, listen to me. Get rid of that jack, nigga. Meaning get rid of the phone. Get rid of that jack, nigga. He like, all right, he hang up the phone. So I'm in jail, so I don't know what's going on. I'm going through my jail shit. So a month later, I see him locked up in the bullpen. He tells me how he gets locked up. This stupid nigga, he said one day he gets a call from a custody and it was the police.
He never got rid of the phone.
He never got rid of the phone. He said he knew it was the police. This stupid nigga go meet. He said, yo, I knew it was the police. So I go meet the nigga. And he said he went to go meet the nigga, the undercover police, and took a picture of him. I said, nigga, you stupid. That's against the law in itself, dumbass nigga. They locked this stupid ass up, went in his house, found a gun in his house. The nigga ended up getting 8 years behind that stupid shit.
Wow.
Stupid shit.
That before disappearing when I was 5 years old. If you're gonna go to jail in the future, go for something, because if you get the same time, and my dumb ass was like, okay, I did some Power Ranger moves. Yo, there was I forgot who it was talking about the difference between white collar crimes and the regular street level crimes, and they were talking about how when they went to jail, the white collar crime cats were having like a quarter the time of the street crime the street crime cats,
because there ain't no violence in it.
Yeah,
it's a nice and neat crime.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the niggas that do like white collar crimes ain't really like what you would call hardened criminals. Like some of these niggas is like bitch ass like niggas you could slap around. They non-violent for the most part. Like you know what I'm saying? Until this new era, like the new era with the new scamming shit. Now you got some of these scamming niggas is violent though. Like you know what I'm saying? They stay regular hood niggas.
Well,
like
they street niggas that chose another path, another hustle because
niggas don't sell drugs no more. Because the drug game is over. That's what it really is. The drug game. Unless you talking about weed and shit like that. I don't really, to me, that's not really the drug game. Like,
no.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what niggas ain't really selling drugs. Niggas selling weed and niggas scamming and shit and stealing, motherfuckers stealing cars and stripping apart, doing all kind of shit like that. They stealing cars with the computer, like.
Yo, I heard about that. They had a computer
they
that
cloning the keys.
They cloning, and if you had your keys anywhere near your door, they pick the signal.
The key, yup. That's why they say if you got a key, you supposed to keep that shit far away from the door.
Far away, yeah. I actually had a what do you call it? A box you could throw the bitch in.
That keeps it secure. Yeah, that's dope. I need to get one of them shits because somebody told me their mother BMW got stolen and shit. I was like, hell no, I ain't got time for that shit. Like, makes me stealing shit out your shit. But yeah. We approaching
that
witching hour. Damn.
Yeah, an hour and a half. But yo, anyway, I was thinking too, our boy, we were talking about that. Our boy Zen's gonna be coming through. We're gonna try to do one of those weekdays. I'll discuss it. We'll figure out what's the best day.
Yeah, we get it together.
Yeah. But hey, listen, Chris Chaos, shout out to Chris Chaos, shout out to Goddess of Nuts that came through. Shout out to everybody that rolled through. Shout out to our Cuz Sauce tracks from the Lost in the Sauce podcast, Smoky Low Records in the building. And shout out to all the folks that came to us through X, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. But yeah, we're gonna hit it up. I'm gonna head out. Which song I'm gonna play on our outro? We got Shawn up in here. You know, we'll go back. I'm gonna go back to Bando, man. Bando's my shit. Yo, stay blessed, stay positive. Hard pause. We'll see you when we see you.
Oh damn, what now? Can I get a